Hey guys, it's me Zain, and today we're gonna talk about this. So the time has come when the cars are on the street and you cannot hear me. So the time of the year has come when all the Dendrobium nobilis are opening their flowers. This is the case with my Kokedama nobili Dendrobium as well. That's what this one is doing, opening its flowers, slowly but surely. So this is going to be an actual Kokedama update dish thingy, because I will do another thing as well and I need my equipment for that. So what's going on with my Kokedama project? I actually unmounted all the other stuff what I had on Kokedama most bowls, because I had the Oncidium Hawaiian Flare, or how is it called, on Kokedama, but I wasn't keeping it too wet in the winter time and I had to have it inside. It was just annoying, it was just a rage to water it inside because it's dripping and shit. So it's perfectly fine in the summer time and I can keep it outside. But I decided to keep my Dendrobium nobili on the Kokedama moss bowl because one, it's growing beautifully. Two, I have to provide a winter rest for this one, which means I don't have to water it that much, which means I won't have to water it like every 2 or 3 days. It won't stay that moist in the winter time because it needs a winter rest, so I can keep it pretty dry. So that was a good point for this one to, or actually for me, to keep it on the Kokedama moss bowl thing. Also, these plants can tolerate lower temperatures than an Oncidium, so that means I can put it outside much, what is that word in English? Much sooner than I would put out the Oncidium, because this can tolerate low temperatures down to 5 degrees Celsius, and the Oncidium one can tolerate only to 13 degrees Celsius, I think. So that was a good point again. So I decided to keep this one here because it's growing very beautifully and it has a very beautiful root system on the back of this Kokedama moss bowl, but I will show you that later on this video. So what's happening with this one? It was growing beautifully in the summertime. I didn't even expect this many growth and this vigorous growth to happen actually on this Kokedama. What I was doing, I was keeping it moist in the summertime and I was hoping that this one will produce some blooms for me in the winter time. It did. It matured 2 canes this summertime. As you can see, there are 2 new canes. This one is the one cane which has actual flowers on it, and the other cane is that one there. These 2 canes were produced this summertime because when I got it, it had a already maturing cane, and it had another new growth which was already just appearing. It was just a tiny little knob in there, so it started to grow beautifully as well. So as you can see, this one has 2 new canes which are full of buds, and on the back there we have some buds as well because there were some available eyes to produce some buds. So this one is pretty much full of buds this time. The only thing I don't like that some of the buds are maturing, or actually I don't know, some of the buds are maturing so slow compared to these ones, which are like, these are produced and bang, they open, and the other ones are so slow. So plant, please make sure to have all your flowers open at the same time, because that will be such a show, because this plant is full of buds, there are buds everywhere. So this plant was vigorous all summer long and I really liked it. And I can already see the vigorousness happening on this one because I have never seen this much new growth happening while the flowers were just opening, because I have a few nobilis and they were blooming, and after that they started to produce new growth. This one is just opening and the new growth is this big. And the interesting thing, I have this new growth here. I have another new growth somewhere back there. I'm not sure if I can show you this one. This is another new growth. You see, it's pretty big. It's time to actually leaf out. And I love the fragrance of nobilis, or actually this one. Is it the Spring Dreamer Pollen? I love the fragrance of the Spring Dreamer Pollen because it reminds me of orchid shows mixed with cotton candy. And a little bit orangish smell to it there is in the background. I'm all over this fragrance. I love it. I love this fragrance so much I cannot tell. I'm in love with this fragrance. I really, really love this fragrance. I cannot tell you how much I love it. So, enough about the fragrance. Besides these two new growths, there is one nubbin just starting to grow here, but I will show you that on the screen, I think. And also, this new growth is producing another nubbin which is plumping already up. I don't know what's happening with that, I don't know why is that happening, and this plant is pretty vigorous, I really like it. So this Dendrobium nobile on this Kokedama bowl was a success. I really like how it looks like, I really like how pendant it is, and this is the time when the second part of this video has actually come, because you see, this new growth is growing rather up. And this new growth is already making its way upwards, because it was started to grow down, but it already started to grow up. And this one is pointing rather, this little nubbin is pointing rather up than down. So this is the part when I'm gonna talk about what to do with these. Actually, I was training one of the canes to grow this pendant looking. I made this look artificially. I forced it to grow like this, but it looks natural, so it's good to me. And also this is the part when I will tell you that this is not bad, because just think about that. Nobiles are growing in every direction, and all the growers who I know through YouTube or not YouTube, all of them, like I think everybody is actually training their nobile canes to grow upwards. If they are potted in a pot, they just train to grow upwards, so it will be beautiful and it won't be like here's a cane, here's a cane, here's a cane, and you will get a messed up flower look when it actually starts to bloom. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stay them up, I will force them down. It's the same. So I'm okay with that, and I will show you how to do that. This is one of the growth which I will train, and oopsie, and I will try to force it to grow down. Since this is very young and it's still soft and the canes are not hardened, is that a word? It's pretty flexible, so I can train it to grow down. And I will use these classical nobile clip thingies, and in this case, since this is very far away from this cane, this is a big distance to do. I will use two of them. I will just link together these two. I will put one, oopsie, don't mess up the flowers, Zane, or the buds. I will put one on this cane and I will put the other one on the other cane. And already is growing rather downwards, and as it will grow, I will force it more and more down, so it will actually grow this way down. I won't have this growing this way, it will grow down, and I will actually train it to go down. As it grows, I will put these clip things every time a leaf lower, because these leaves are a good way to actually avoid these clips to slide up to the base of the cane, so the training would have no effect if that would happen. But since here are the leaves which protects them from sliding up to the base of these new growths, that will help me to train these pseudobulbs grow down. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will do the same with the other new growth which is in the back there, but actually I will use only one clip. So clip goes on the plant, it's on the plant, and which cane should I choose? I think I will use this cane. Okay, so you can see it's growing downwards. I think I will train this new pseudobulb as it grows. I will train it with the help of this bare pseudobulb here, and it will give me a perfect stake. It's a pseudo stake. It's a pseudobulb, but I will use it as a stake, so it's a pseudo stake. As this new little growth, this little nubbin which is starting to grow, will grow more, I will force that one as well to grow downwards. But since this plant was very vigorous, it produced another keiki, which is not here because I removed it. So a keiki was produced. I think it was growing from this back cane here, and it was growing upwards because I did not train it, because it was a keiki and I thought that I will remove it anyways. So I removed it anyways, and that cane decided to bloom as well. I was thinking what to do with it because it's growing here. Should I attach here because I want this to be one single plant, not more plants. So what I did, I made an inorganic Kokedama version, not with synthetic, because if a styrofoam bowl is wrapped in synthetic will drip out in less than 5 minutes, and that's not good. So synthetic drips out, it's not good for things like this, drinking water and shit. So I decided to make something else, and I will show you what I made with that one. So this is the keiki, which is pretty big, and this is the one single flower spike which is growing. It was like a shooting star. The roots were just going all in the same direction, so I forced them to go back into the medium. I had this plastic pot, and I had that special knife that you have to actually push out from the knife, push out the blades from the knife, and it's very sharp. I used that type of knife. I don't know how it is called in English. I'm not even sure how it is called in my language. So yeah, so I made these holes on this pot, and there are a lot of holes. There are holes everywhere. It's rather a basket, not a pot. And I made some holes at the bottom as well. Lacquer pebbles everywhere. So this is what I did. Here it comes out from the bottom of the pot. I made a lot of holes on the bottom of this pot. I need to collect the lacquer pebbles. What I intend to do with this one. Since this is not degradable, I think it will grow beautifully in this one if I water it enough in the summertime. And the new growth is already starting to grow on this one as well. I won't stake it, I won't train it to go downwards. I will actually leave it to be, and it will grow as it wants to grow. And that's why I made so many holes on all the sides and on the bottom of this pot. I want this plant to do whatever it wants to do on this one, on this basket pot. Kokedama artificial thing. I made this for the sake of the experiment. I'm not sure if I will keep it or I will actually care for it properly. If I will have the time, I will do. If not, not. That's that. It was just a keiki, so I can do whatever I want. It was a free plant. It was like a free plant, so whatever. So this is my Kokedama update for today, and let me hang this up where it was. So this is my video for today. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, click on the like button, share this video with your friends and with your Kokedama lovers. Leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channel, follow me on Instagram and all the shit you always do. See you next time, bye!